Jeff here with Halcyon Masters. We're going to play a little Battle Royale, so we're going to jump right in. And it looks like I randomly rolled Rona. Now, while I'm not the best Rona player, she's still pretty fun to play, especially in Battle Royale, because she kind of really highlights when enemies are grouped around her, so it's a good fit with Battle Royale. So we picked up a rando playing Catherine, and then my teammate Roxy is going to be playing Petal. So I'm going to take a weapon build. Roxy's probably going to go Crystal, and then our Catherine signaled that she's going to be our roam, which is really important in Battle Royale to kind of indicate who's going to go roam, because you want to find out who's going to pick up that early Iron Guard contract. So with Rona, Serpent's Mask is a great item to work towards, so I'm going to pick up my Heavy Steel and my Barb Needle, and we're going to get running right away. So with Battle Royale, there's a lot that happens in these games, so I'm going to do my best to add commentary in here. A little hard because a lot of action, but we're going to kind of give you some of the tips and tricks that I use to hopefully win this fight. So I initially used my A to jump into the fray, and it lays down a little bit of a slow right there in the middle where the minions are, and also I know where the enemy team is going to rush, kind of giving a buffer for my team while also adding a little bit of damage. We ended up losing kind of that first early gauge fight and got pretty low, but we came back really well, especially with some good hits from Roxy, kind of using Petal's speed and distance to kite around the enemy and secure those kills. I've taken quite a bit of damage from Skye. She's probably going to be our main threat, given that forward barrage is pretty serious, and she'll probably be building into a crystal path. So she's going to come down, check the bush with her forward barrage. I'm target locked, so I'm going to try to zigzag a little bit around her, dive in, use my B, and I end up getting Skye. Luckily, I don't have any turret aggro, so I kind of survived that one. Roxy's backing off, I'm backing off. Our Catherine's taking a little bit, but her bubble's up. And here comes Koshka kind of diving the tower. Our tower ends up getting her, but again, we're probably one hit away from being dead. But we decide to dive in on Vox anyway, get him, and secure the kill on that one. So we're going towards the turret again. Skye comes back, uses her forward barrage. She gets stunned right there. Still going to try to focus on the tower to get that down a little bit. So we get a little damage onto it. We're still pretty low. Skye's pretty high. But we're going to go in, still try to farm up here a little bit. Getting close to 2,000 gold, so even if I die, it's not going to be the worst thing. Got my ult, so I'm going to start spinning a little bit. Koshka comes in on me, stuns me, and there's the ult from Skye as well. Pretty much instantly deleted after that, but it's okay. Get my Serpent's Mask. I'm going to pick up a little bit more attack speed with the Blazing Salvo and check the builds. So Vox is going Weapon Power, Skye's going Crystal, and their Koshka is going a little bit of a Crystal tank. So I'm going to pick up some speed by getting the tier 2 boots a little bit early. It'll help me kite around Skye a little bit better. So we're coming in. We lost a turret during that time, which is okay in Battle Royale. It's really the later game time when you need to really worry about losing turrets in rapid succession. So as you can see, my ultimate there took out 2 of their enemy heroes pretty quickly. That's largely in part due to that Serpent's Mask, because as I'm spinning, I'm regenerating health. So even if they're focusing on me, I can still, tank it out a little bit. So I dive in using my A, execute with the B, and end up taking down Vox pretty quickly. So we go in for our second turret here. Gonna work on it a little bit. We've got a massive minion wave because of that ace buff. Skye comes in, is working to clear it out a little bit. We see Koshka hanging out in the background. She's stunned. I'm going to put down my A right behind Skye, so it kind of removes her ability to retreat a little bit, and my teammates just do a really good job of cleaning up. So Vox has protection from his turret, so we're going to back off a little bit. He gets stunned, come in, ult a little bit. He can move a little bit faster than I can, so can't finish him off, but still looks good. I have some turret aggro, gonna back off a little bit, let our minion wave get caught up. Dance a little bit because I think he's kind of coming back for us. Alright, we're gonna go right in. Jump on Skye, start to ult. Skye's able to kite me on that one, so I'm just gonna back off, cancel my ult, and move backwards. Now one thing you'll notice is that with Skye and her forward barrage, it pretty much goes right through Catherine's shield. So Roxy came in, tried to ult there. It looks like he may have targeted a minion, so that's why his ult missed Skye. But when he does ult, it does heal all of the other people around him, and I think when we were talking on comms, that was his goal to do, is to give me a little extra health there. Getting some aggro on the turret, I just get stunned by Koshka. I may be going down here. There's the ultimate. Good crucible, but unfortunately not enough for me to survive that one. Gonna look at some more items. Thinking about pure damage or crit. Breaking point may be a good idea because I can do a lot of damage quickly. I'm gonna check out the enemy builds. Again, pretty standard. And we're going to go pure damage. And I think the next one we want to work into is either Tornado Trigger, Tyrant's Monogold, or we'll kind of play around with that breaking point. They made some changes a while back, so still trying to figure out if it's a good fit, but I think for Rona it may be the way to go. I picked up some armor because I think the Vox is the one that's giving me the most trouble, and I'm going to pick up some health, working into the Shiver Steel so I can kind of keep the enemies close. So I go in again, just full YOLO, using my ultimate there, as you can see. Doing a lot of damage, but unfortunately just couldn't get enough to kill Skye right there, as she was able to kite backwards on me. So our Catherine's a little bit too far forward. Roxy can't quite get to the enemy team in time. And again, another failed ult. I'm going to have to give him a hard time about that one. He jumps right into Skye's ultimate, stuns him a little bit, gets him low on health, and she's able to take him down too. Given where Skye was, we probably should have won that fight and gotten the ace, but unfortunately, she just outplayed us right there. So I picked up a Shiver Steel to slow down Skye a little bit, and also that Vox. So I'm going to go in here, I'm going to use my B, use my Shiver Steel. As you can see, she's slowed down. Coming around, use my ultimate, and there, got Skye. So Koshka's coming up. I'm going to boots out of here just so I can get underneath the protection of my turret. Jump in, take these minions for the farm. Now I'm letting my health just regenerate a little bit. Following these minion waves right here, going to check the bush to make sure Koshka is not in there. I'm okay with face checking at this point in time, especially against the Koshka, because I'm tanky enough, especially with that Shiver Steel, where I can take the initial hit and then still hopefully deal enough damage to get her. We saw Vox a little bit lower. He's just running away because he sees all three of us coming up the lane. We're going to clear out the farm a little bit more. Catherine's doing a good job of staying in front of us and taking the brunt of the damage. So again, jumping in, gonna use my ultimate, spinning. So we get everyone there. Now I'm getting forward barraged. I'm gonna use my... Oh, I tried to. Anyway, the turret took me down. So again, looking at the item tree, trying to find out what we're going to do. I'm getting pretty close to a full build. We're going to practice this breaking point a little bit because I am doing a lot of damage. So getting the extra stacks up will definitely help out in these fights. And then going to get a little bit more speed to kind of counteract both Vox and Skye with their ability to kite around me. So we're down to one more turret, and then we've got the Vein Crystal. Feeling pretty good as we've got 3 left, and two of our teammates are still up, and I just came back. So I think I ran out of the platform right there. I really wanted to infuse. All I had to do was sit there for a few more seconds, and I could have double infused with both crystal and weapon. But I guess that's Battle Royale. Once you leave the platform, you can't come back on. So we see him here. We get stunned. I jump in. Use this one. I'm silenced at the moment, but now I can actually get my ultimate off. I'm already at half health, and Vox is doing a really good job of kiting around me, so I'm not sure there's much I can do there, and sure enough, I end up dying. So taking a look at it, our Catherine's trying to escape, stuns out the Koshka right there. So again, we're looking for the next item that we're going to build towards. I was checking to see if they were building a lot of armor, and they actually started building armor towards me, so I think the next item that I'm going to prioritize is that bone saw, so we got it. So that way I can jump in, shred the armor, it's going to help out my team a little bit, plus give me that little bit of added attack speed, so that I both have efficiencies on my Sorrow Blade and on my Breaking Point, which will help build up some stacks a little bit faster. So the way they changed Breaking Point a patch or two back, it's actually based on the amount of damage that you do. So once I think you hit 125 damage, it gets you a stack, and then the next time you do it, you need to deal about 130 damage, and it adds another stack on top of it. I'm waiting on the platform to get the infusion. I know my team's going to be okay during those few seconds that I sat there, and that infusion's really going to help us out in the next team fight, and help me build up those Breaking Point stacks even faster. So marching down the lane, there it is, Koshka goes in, Skye's right there, I use my into the fray, and then start my ultimate, start spinning, use my B to get out of the ultimate, and then attack Vox as quickly as I can. Koshka's back there, but really they have one turret. I think we can push this, so I'm signaling to Roxy, hey, let's go ahead and push the lane. We'll let our Catherine play chase with Koshka back there. Not really much she can do, but I think we're just going to go try to end the game here. So again, clearing the farm so we can keep our minion wave coming with us. We're going to let them take the initial brunt of the turret aggro. We're going to take this one down pretty quickly, jump over to the Vayne, and this one looks like it's going to be GG. So here's a quick battle royale, playing Rona. It's always good fun. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching this video. Have a great day.